Boozing, boozing, boozing with gays.
Do it again.
You know we gotta play it again.
You know, I wasn't ready anyway, so let's do this
You weren't
one more
ready.
time. I wasn't. I was organizing.
Boozing, boozing, boozing with gays.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. My
Or
gosh.
as we've learned to say,
Aloha.
Do you have no pictures? I found that very
What?
strange.
We have no
Anyway.
pictures of
Hello,
Hawaii?
hi everyone. Seriously,
Hey.
hello. How wonderful to be here. We were not here last week because, well, we were in Maui.
Oops.
It was ugly. You took a sip before.
Oh my
doing
gosh.
it. What are you doing?
Oh my God. Thirsty. Just
well,
thirsty.
Since you did that, let's jump to the drink. So
So-
we chose. What did we choose?
We chose the Guava Mai Tai.
Mai Tai.
We have the Guava Mai Tai, and in the Guava Mai Tai is, you ready?
What?
Light rum,
Yes.
orange liqueur, guava juice, pineapple juice, fresh squeezed lime juice. Hold on, there's more.
There's a scroll.
Orgeat syrup,
Or shot.
dark rum,
Dark
simple
rum.
syrup,
Yes.
and we chose not to do the pineapple wedge
But I'll tell you this.
because it's sweet enough.
It's just,
What?
I don't think you need the simple syrup. When
No,
I,
it's
we,
good.
we had a little, we had a little
Cheers.
sneak taste. By the way,
Cheers.
hello, I love you.
Mm,
I really love you. I really love you.
I love you
I
more.
love you.
You.
Yeah.
Drink. Mm. Hey, Cousin Zelma, how you doing?
I think my floater's darker than your floater.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Would you call me? All right. So I have some good news to share, and hopefully this is working. So please let me know in your comments. I need to know. Because here's the deal. We have a new router cable, and the router cable
is
is
plugged
plugged directly into the computer.
right now.
Right now,
And
this
it's
very
happy.
second.
It likes
And
that
I
it's being
think
plugged
it
into.
likes it. I think it likes it.
We're
Can you tell me?
hoping there are no glitches.
No, I
There's
gotta do
no
something.
stalls. We're hoping that you see us clearly. We hope that our lips match our sound. All that stuff.
All right. All right.
So, is Bethany here? Do we know?
I don't know.
Hey,
Bae,
Bae, are you here?
Hey, let us know you're in the house, Mama. How you doing?
I just saw her the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact.
So, y'all,
Uh-oh.
it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Cheers.
Good
It's
God.
been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks.
So, lots has happened in this 2 weeks.
So
Very
let's do some housework because we forget this.
Oh, we
all
got to
the
do this
time.
every
Ready?
week. We have to do this. Please remind us if we
Drum
don't.
roll, please. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, it didn't work. There we go.
Okay, this is our fair use statement. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder.
Oh, I messed up.
We have to say that every single time.
At least we think we do.
We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it.
Do it.
So, I'll tell you. So, we went to Hawaii for a week, but I don't want to talk about that yet. I want to talk about something else.
He's messing
So,
up my schedule.
I know.
The
messing up
schedule
the
I work
schedule.
very hard on. The schedule I diligently plot out so he can take a nap.
Who took a nap today?
Oh, I did. I didn't do that. I was really tired.
He took a nap. I
Yes.
don't nap. He takes naps. I can't stand you.
You watch.
Telling me.
You watch TikTok.
I do watch the TikTok.
He watches the TikTok.
I like the TikTok.
And Maxie and I've decided we don't like hearing the TikTok. You need a good set of headphones.
Mm-mm.
From the other room, it's very
I
tinny.
enjoy me
It's
some TikTok.
Titty TikTok. Wait, what did you get to bring up?
No, I want to talk about this because guess what?
No.
So we got back from Hawaii, which we're going to talk about a little bit later because a lot happened.
Right.
A lot
It's
happened.
the top of the list. What do you mean a
It
little
is.
bit later?
But can we talk about the first week of school?
Sure.
This is the first week of school for us. We got back late Sunday, early Sunday morning. We got back and the kids went to school on Monday morning.
Yes.
And it was the first day. This is the first full week they just completed. Both kids seem to like it. And I can't be more excited.
I'm a little excited too. I mean,
They made friends.
Let's remember, and those of you parents out there, our kids were not in school last year. Last year, they were at home learning. And yes, they had school, but it was just a dumbed down version of school. School started, it was fewer hours. And also, we had to parent and teacher the schooling to make sure the schooling happened.
So you know they didn't learn
we
anything.
We didn't know. I don't know.
I can't imagine why.
I don't know why. Did we day drink? I don't remember. It was such a blur.
We did.
Such a blur.
But our friends who would come over and day drink with us are now like sober for the last 3 months. So cheers to y'all. I need more of a floater of this dark rum.
I like the dark floater.
More of a floater.
You know,
more
Sally
of a
Foster would
floater.
say dark floater.
There you go.
My mother is a big floater person. But school has been amazing. And the other thing that's been amazing about it is they both have classes they didn't anticipate. Like Maxwell has Japanese.
They have Japanese.
They're thrilled. They are so thrilled with Japanese.
And Sebastian has guitar.
We don't know where that comes from.
We don't know where these.
Some little random.
We didn't
goes,
choose classes. We didn't choose
right
classes.
There.
Classes chose us.
I know.
There you go. But I just want to say to all the parents out there.
I was in the middle of it.
I just want to say you should continue your thought.
But the thing is, both of the kids came home and they both said, "Hey, you know, I met this great kid in this class, or I got a phone number from this person," and it's what is supposed to happen in high school.
Exactly.
And that of everything that's happened. That it makes me feel good. The socialization, although mask is back.
Yeah. So we're very excited about the first week of school. And to all the parents out there who are going through this, we see you. We recognize you.
And we're picking up a glass too.
Cheers to all of you going through
Guava Mai Tai. I have to bring up why we're doing a Guava Mai Tai.
Why are we doing a Guava Mai Tai?
So when I go to Hawaii with you, when I've gone to Hawaii in the past with you, I have enjoyed many a Mai Tai. I find it a very tasty drink. I drink it mostly on the islands.
On the islands.
And we've enjoyed our Mai Tais. We go to the resort that we were staying at and we got a Mai Tai and I went, this isn't the taste. It really, for me, you liked it.
I found it, honey, it was booze.
There was booze.
We'll
get into why you needed the booze, but it wasn't the taste I wanted. And then I just kind of went off Mai Tais. I said, well, I'll drink whatever else. And then the very last, it was like our last
night.
And they had a Mai Tai and it was delivered in
Chemos.
It was Chemos, right in Lahaina on Maui, for those of you who know. I'm small language. I don't know what I'm doing. But the bottom of the drink was almost that purple color. I said, this is guava juice. What did they put? And then the top had the beautiful floater. And I went, that's the taste. But I've never had it with guava, but it's evocative of what I recall. So for me,
we're having guava and a lot of it, y'all. Mm-hmm. So I want to have some people before we get to this Hawaii story. Those of you who are watching us on StreamYard, let us know you're here. Make some noise so I can say hi to you.
Say hi, definitely.
Stacy Reed Payton, Janet Miller. What's up, y'all?
This is what I don't like. I have no private chat on this.
I know there's no one's commenting on there. There's 15, 17, 20 people watching. Benet, girl. Hazel Jade, what's up, mama? Child Stacy Reed Payton, that this is learning. Ellen, hi, Ladybug. Who else is here? I can't see. David C. Nichols, always here, always lovely. All right, so this is what had happened, y'all, in the Hawaii. So, speaking of which, I got a ring.
It's all his fault. It is all his fault.
Oh, hey, Jenny.
I blame him entirely.
So we were told that we had paperwork that we have to do.
This is not how we're starting the story.
That's not how we started. Rita Shepherd Love.
Hey, Rita. I am the organizer of this family.
Boom.
I'm the one who goes, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. So I go online. How do we get into Hawaii? Oh, there are some restrictions. You have to make sure you fulfill certain COVID restrictions.
Gotta fulfill restrictions.
Gotta fulfill the COVID restrictions. So Maxie and Sebastian had their COVID cards. I conveniently washed Michael's and my COVID cards, so we don't have COVID cards.
We don't have our COVID cards, y'all.
No, but we have the California QR code that allows us to do things in the state of California, but it doesn't allow you to do things in Hawaii. So we had to get, even the children had to get, they had to get this COVID test 72 hours previous to traveling.
Hey, Michelle Banks.
And I'm beginning to get this information, and something important happens in my life. My stepmother dies.
Yes.
I don't mean to say that flip, but it happened. I had to go up north, had to deal with my dad. I said to my husband, Michael Shepard, I said, Michael, go on the Hawaii.gov site. Here's the link.
That's what he said.
Go to the link. Site. Read what you need to do.
Read it.
I need to take care of my dad, who has Alzheimer's and is going through grief. I asked you.
I said, I will do that.
Then I go to
because I'm here to support you.
Then I go to Northern California. I go on the Hawaii website. I find the corresponding places I can get a COVID test, because you can't get the CVS COVID test. You can't get the Long's Drug COVID test. You have to go to their specified site COVID test. You have to. So I did that in Redwood City with my dad. He kept asking, what are we doing? Because he has Alzheimer's.
He gets his COVID test. And he
you
said,
missed my joke. And it was on Wednesday. This is Wednesday before our trip on Saturday. And I said, "Are you doing this too?"
we're going Wednesday too.
And
We
he's
are
already-
ready to go.
Now you go. Did you
Um,
go to the site and look for a specified place where you should get a COVID test, Michael Shepard?
No. I just went to our regular COVID place and got our test. That was wrong.
Did not follow my.
That was wrong. Because without that COVID test, they don't let you into the state of Hawaii.
We were a little worried getting on the plane that maybe we didn't have all the right information. I just did that Meryl Streep
So-
thing in She Devil.
So
Do you remember when she does
I
that?
said, but I did her. She Devil, a great movie.
Great
I'm telling
moment.
y'all, great movie.
She's being
No,
interviewed
it's
at the
not,
end
but
of the
it's a
movie.
great
No,
moment.
it's not. It's a
It's a
great
great
moment. She's being interviewed by Sally Jesse Raphael, for
And
those
she
of you who remember. She does this.
For the critics.
Meryl Streep.
So we get to the
Steve-O.
airport. I have everything ready. I got everything printed out. I got the forms filled. We good to go. We get hopping on the plane. We landed in Hawaii.
And I was more worried because Sebastian did not have a photo ID.
But we
Because
had a
he's
passport.
18, his passport had just expired. And so that was my concern, was really that. So I had the old passport, and actually that ended up working because it was still dating 2021. So that's where I was centering more than did you go to the correct place to get a COVID shot?
So we get to the airport. We have everything. We start presenting our stuff. He goes, "Where's your COVID test?" I go, "Here it is." Boom. And well, we don't have our paper, the little cards, but here's our QR code. We don't take that. We don't take a QR
No, wait,
code.
where are you? Are you in Hawaii?
I'm
or
at the
California?
airport.
Are you in LA?
We don't take LAX. We don't take the QR code. Blink, blink.
How did you get on the plane there? I mean, the whole
They
thing was a blur.
said no. They got us. They
Oh, that's
said
true.
they told us I did everything wrong.
They
They
said-
said just get on the plane. They'll sort it out in Hawaii because they were tired of us. They said we'll sort it out in Hawaii. So I'm sitting on the plane like, I done
did.
fucked up,
You did.
and I was like,
And I was
grade
such-
4.
By the
I'm
way,
telling you.
You've not given it to me yet, but I was an awesome spouse.
You were
I
an
did
awesome
not.
spouse.
I
You
told you
were.
so once.
So
until this moment, I told you so.
Told you so. Told you so. Anyway, so we get on the plane, and I'm just trying, and they're looking at me because I'm spiraling. And we get to Hawaii, and we get off the plane. They said, "Okay, you have to go down there. It may take a few hours before you're seen." Somehow we were seen right away,
We were seen right away.
and
we walked
they
in the front
worked
of the
with
library.
us for an hour and a half, telling us
Hour and a half.
There's nothing we can
got
do. Nothing we can
every
do.
little
Nothing we can do.
fit QR code, piece of information, this piece, that piece. We went into all sorts of, and then they said that this is where we got to. We got to a point where they said, okay, they pointed to Maxwell, Sebastian, and myself. You, and you can go in. You, what did they say about you?
They said you can go in, but you have to quarantine,
quarantine
in your room for 7 days.
For the entire time. So all I pictured you doing was being in our room,
Watching Golden Girls.
drinking booze.
Drinking. But let me tell you what happened. Then they finally, after like literally an hour and a half, the woman goes, "Wait, do you have Clear, which is the new app, that pass that lets you like go on the
And you can
scan
plug in
your
a
eyes,
lot of your
scan your eyes, you get to go right on."
Yeah, she plugs in
And
all of your
I said,
medical information.
Yes.
It's great when you travel.
Yes, I do. She goes, "Oh, that's we can use that." I was like, "What?"
I still cannot say this moment. I have no idea how through Clear they found your COVID test without you plugging that in, unless you did and I didn't know about it.
I don't know what happened, but I got
don't know
into
what
Hawaii.
You got into Hawaii.
I got into Hawaii.
No,
We-
you know what? I told you to do Clear. Remember, we did Clear in the beginning. I gave to do the app. Maybe you did it and forgot.
I don't remember.
We don't know.
I don't remember.
We're so
I
bad.
got into Hawaii. And it
Wait,
was
but so
amazing.
by the time we got to the resort, you were like, "Give me a Mai Tai," and that's when I had the mediocre Mai Tai. That's why this Mai Tai is so very important. To
And
me.
something else. Let y'all know something.
Mm.
Ready?
What?
If you have not
Mhm.
driven a stick shift
Oh,
in 10 years,
oh.
don't think it's going to come back easy.
Well, what was
Because the car we rented was a stick shift.
it? Was a
it-
Nissan what? Do you remember?
Nissan something.
It was like a
It's a-
it was like
it's
a
a
flatbed, but it was like a
Flatbed
four-door
truck, and it was like,
a four-door flatbed. And the thing
Y'all.
was, it wasn't an easy gear shift. It kind of stuck between.
honey,
It
going
was-
in the first and the second was a nightmare. And
Yeah.
it took me 3 days before I got it right.
You got it.
Anyway,
It
what?
was not a flatbed. A flatbed is a flatbed.
Come in the middle and
Get in the
talk.
middle. No, what is it
Because
called
it-
when it's a
What kind of truck was it?
It was a. It was
Sebastian.
A, it was a pickup truck.
First of all, can you just say hello and smile? Your beautiful smile. No teeth.
Wow.
Teeth.
That's wow.
Hey, do you want to tell everyone how school is? blink, blink. He's doing you.
So
Which
anyway,
is doing Dora the Explorer. Which
hey,
is
Gianni, you ain't missed nothing. I almost didn't get to Hawaii. I got in Hawaii.
We drank.
We
We
drank
traveled.
a
We
lot.
touristed. He
You
swam every single day. I'm pointing to this one right there. That one. He swam every single day. Where's Sebastian? In the pool. You got very brown.
You swam. You swam with turtles. Swam with turtles, which was fantastic. All right, let them stay here.
Will
Let
my
them stay here.
tan go away?
Of course, your tan will go away.
Will my tan go away?
No.
That's a dumb question.
It is.
I swear, I have to say, there's so this is on Anapali Beach for those of you who know Maui, and it is a great reef snorkeling place. I feel like I'm looking at all the fish that are in Finding Nemo in a weird way. So you just kind of go a little ways away from the shore, and just the colors of the fish are incredible. And I fall in love with it every single time. I go, how am I not out here every single day? The problem is I burn easily, so my back started getting burned. But it's gorgeous. I swam with the turtle 2 days, 2 different turtles. I imagine
Those turtles were
Don't
out
think
there.
it was the same turtle.
All right.
And I was a little bit thrilled. I would have to say I was a little thrilled. Sebastian was excited to go snorkeling with me. Maxie was intimidated, did not want to go. And you, my friend, can't swim. And that's the one. If I could give you one gift, it would be to swim so you could.
Wouldn't it be this ring? Would you give me this ring?
You bought yourself that ring.
I did. I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. Do I wear jewelry? I don't very seldom wear. I
But
wear
wait,
my
have
wedding
you
ring
enjoyed
around.
having it on your
I
wrist?
love this ring. I bought this.
I added to my bracelet collection.
It's like he should be living like in Reno with
I am.
all this jewelry.
All I am is
Show
Mrs.
them your jewelry. It's
I
like,
am
hey, Cassandra. Hi, Grandma.
I am Mrs. Roper. Let me be.
He's
So
becoming
I
Mrs. Roper.
bought this one here. The kind of it has like the lava rocks, which is really cool, and just different stones. I mean, there's a green one. There's this one. I have no idea. There's a tiger's eye.
He's gonna be here like with like a big red wig and like a caftan. It's Mrs. Roper. I'm gonna be.
But then I have to talk about Stanley.
Stanley. God. All right. So,
Enough of that.
but y'all, it's been a week. Let me tell you, because we got back, school started.
Yeah.
Tuesday night we went to John Lawrence Rivera's Flip Kitchen.
Yeah.
As a benefit for his theater company. It was amazing.
That
It
was actually
wonderful.
a lot of fun.
Then Wednesday we went to the Van Gogh exhibit.
Let me do it. So that was compliments of our photographer, Sebastian Isaac Foster Shepherd, who did that on his phone. The images really are quite stunning. I grabbed offline. They are not ours. But the Van Gogh exhibit basically kind of does various pieces of his art. Here are the irises. The first one was, of course, the sunflowers, and then Starry, Starry Night. And you're given this really kind of cool soundtrack, and you're sitting in a room, and they have those circles on the floor, so you could stay
in their
very
circle.
conveniently spaced from other people. I thought it was very well thought out
I
for
agree with
COVID,
you.
and
I
then
agree with
also
you.
for whatever. And they were on it. The second someone
Because
kind of
Jet-
like lowered their mask to kind of look around or whatever, those, I'm gonna call them docents. I think that's what they were. They were like back.
No, you
And
will not.
by the way,
today.
the person who pulls off his mask to be in a room, and yes, we were spaced, but it was a room full of 100 or 200 people, right? I don't understand why you would do that.
I don't know.
Anyway,
But here's the deal.
Idiocy
It's a little expensive. We got discounted tickets. Don't ask why. But
we enjoyed it.
But we enjoyed it, and it's
it's
a great thing to sort of like take your mind off stuff. And the artwork is so. I mean, it's Van Gogh. It's so.
and if you
stunningly
look it up,
beautiful.
it's called the Immersive Van Gogh. It's
So
in
if
Los
you
Angeles
have a little
now.
extra money,
I'm
don't do
talking.
it.
It's in Los Angeles now, and it will go to many cities USA. So check it out. Go.
I don't know what to say now.
Starry, Starry Night.
Sorry, night. It was really beautiful. But hey, Jet. So we did that, and I went to a wedding yesterday. My friends Sean and Diane got married yesterday.
No one wants to
I
hear
was
that.
the witness at the wedding. Nobody wants to hear
Because
it.
it's all
But it was
about him.
beautiful.
Because he was with.
Then
You like that?
today we
2
went
people got
shopping.
married, but he was the witness. Let's focus on what the focus of the whole thing was. All right, recall.
Recall. Okay, so
We have a California recall coming up, ladies and germs.
we are trying to recall our governor, Gavin Newsom, who's fine, by the way. Gavin Newsom. I don't care what you think about his politics. the motherfucker.
So let me do this real
It's
quickly.
fine.
So I had to do some research on this because I was curious as to exactly
All right.
how these
What
things come in.
research did
This
you
is-
do?
You read that while I do this. So to do a recall, they needed 12% of the voters' signatures of the last election.
12%
Did
of
you
the
know that?
signatures.
Does it say that in there? Mhm. And then we have 46 recall candidates. Are they all in there?
46.
Show their pictures. They're beautiful
Look.
people.
There's a bunch here.
And 9 of them
Even
are
Rocky Raccoon is here.
9 of them are Democrats, and the others are all Republicans. And this is kind of the information. This is the thing that can I say something about the recall?
Besides vote no.
Well, vote no on the recall, yes. But here's the no, vote no, yes.
This is like no on 8.
I know, right? Wait.
Vote no on the recall.
Vote no on the recall.
Boom. Done.
But this, and I go back to when Gray Davis was recalled and Schwarzenegger was put in. I get so mad at the money spent on a recall.
$267 million.
Let's say that again.
$267 million.
Think about the money that could go to help
Schools.
benefit California. Or what about the fire that's looming large up north?
Schools
Or what
and
about
fires.
schools? Or what about COVID? Or what about whatever? Or the homeless? Let's take care of things that we actually need to take care of,
Hey, Steve,
rather than do a freaking recall. I mean, if you want Newsom out, then vote him out next time. Just do it. But don't. This is the dumbest thing. And want to know what really makes me angry? The people that are voting Newsom out are voting him out or want him out because he was maskless in a restaurant, right? He did not
French
wear a
Laundry
mask
in San Francisco.
in a restaurant. Here's the irony to me of this.
What is the irony to you on this?
The irony is the people that are pushing the recall are these Republicans, many of whom do not believe in the mask. So, why am I paying my tax-earned dollars? No, that's the wrong way to say it. Why am I paying my hard-earned money?
Tax-earned dollars.
My taxes. Why are my taxes going to this? The gubernatorial recall election. Done. Pissed off.
All right, but so our advice is to vote no. But there's a whole bunch of stuff we never get into about do we vote? Put anything on the second line in the voting.
Do you
thing.
vote? Because we can't. Even if you vote no, you have the option to vote for. If it goes through, this is the person
Who would you like to have as your governor?
Gavin Newsom.
It's the stupidest.
And so
thing.
there's two different schools of thought. The Newsom camp is saying leave it blank. They're saying don't put in anyone you don't think would be a good governor. Don't waste your shot. But there are other Democratic kind of pundits, etc., that are saying no, we gotta put something down.
And then there's Rocky Raccoon, Larry Elder. Where is it? There it goes. Larry Elder. Rocky Raccoon.
Or there are these fine folk.
All right. For those of you who know, in the race for governor in this recall, there's Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not going to say anything bad about Caitlyn Jenner because I don't want to be called transphobic, but she's a horrible ass human being.
You just said something bad about Caitlyn Jenner.
Because I'm not transphobic. So I'm going to say, this has nothing to do with her being a trans person. This has everything to do with them being a complete and utter asshole.
Well, I got to say Caitlyn's numbers have fallen tremendously since they went on, what reality show in Australia or whatever they did.
Caitlyn said, you can kiss my ass. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can kiss my ass in your airport hangar.
Let's talk about the person that I guess is on your right or left with the sunglasses. That's for you don't know. That's Miss.
You know what? I don't have the clip that I want.
No.
I know. Here, I'll add it. You keep talking.
No.
Let's see if I can do it while you
All right.
talk.
So
they won't let me do it while we're doing this.
No! I can't believe we don't have the clip.
I have an Angeline. This is my recommendation. Let me do this one. Go to YouTube. Look at the Angeline. That's
Angelyne.
The Angeline clips. They're awesome. It's all her.
Hey, Patty.
Oh,
Patty.
I'm doing Angeline. You can't keep interrupting. Oh, vote for me for governor. Oh, I have a kitty cat. Vote for governor. I mean, it's.
And here's the thing.
I'm getting rid of my pick.
All right, it's not there at all.
It's not, look at this.
I can't believe it.
I don't know how.
Oh my God, yo! We apologize. We found. Get rid of the picture though.
I thought I did already.
No, get rid of the picture. We found the best Angeline clip. Anyway, Here she is. There's Angeline.
That's her like 38
She's
years
the
ago.
Billboard queen, icon, experienced politician. So we can end up with Angeline
running for governor.
As our governor.
But would you mind if I do this?
Go ahead.
It's mine. I would like to share a few of the platforms that Angeline stands for. The one I actually like, decriminalization of sex work. I actually like decriminalization of sex work.
Being an old hoe.
Yes. She would decriminalize or work towards decriminalization.
I never worked for money, though.
She would like an annual UFO convention. Angelina.
I don't know if y'all heard that. She said she would like an annual UFO convention. Now, here's the thing, and this is something we should talk about later in some episode.
Format
is that I am a UFO believer. I've had experiences.
We don't have room for you to riff as much as you want to do.
Go.
Last thing, she would like every year to be a bubble bath day.
Every year there should be a bubble bath.
And she wrote a lovely little description where she says, wash yourself, wash your neighbor, wash your dog, wash your tree,
the rocks.
Wash the rocks.
Don't just wash the
rocks.
One
day a year, she wants a bubble bath day.
Go to her website. Her website is called AngelineForGovernor.com. ANGELYNE for governor.com.
And this is something for Californians. It's not too late to be able to vote in the recall. So by August 30th, if you want to mail in ballot, what's the word?
Mail in ballot.
Thank you. Go to register to vote. I can't read that. Register to vote at
Register to vote at ca.gov.
I think that the Mai Tais are kidding me
already.
And then the day that if you want a provisional ballot, you can get one the day of the election. Register at one of California's polling places.
And I want to make it clear, you can vote day of. Just go to a registered polling place and say, I want to vote no.
A fun Final Jeopardy category to wrap up the week.
Well, that didn't last very long, did it?
Answer. This is for you to read, right?
All right.
Answer Mike Richards. Question. What?
All right. What's the question?
What is the name of the voodoo doll that LeVar Burton is holding? That's the answer.
Who is Mike Richards?
Who's Mike Richards? Well, I see. We did it backwards.
You did it backwards.
Well, I asked for a question. Anyway, we set that up.
So anyway.
Really apologies. Mike Richards. How many of you? Raise your hand if you know Mike Richards. Really do it. Raise your hand. Do you know Mike Richards? I don't know who he is.
We didn't know who he was. And we watch game shows.
We watch game shows.
We're
like into the TV thing. We watch TV, we look at TV. And the thing about this whole thing that's been weird, so they kind of went, let's do auditions for who's going to take over Alex Trebek's place on Jeopardy. And they had Katie Couric and Anderson Cooper, and they had Robin, what's her face?
Right. No. Robin Roberts. And then of course, there was the humongous petition, for God's sakes, LeVar Burton. And so then, of course, LeVar Burton, because of public, demand, came in, and LeVar Burton. And all these people, and, it was kind of exciting, wasn't it? And Mayim Bialik, let's put her into all of this. And so there were all these people, and then they said, we're gonna floater. We're gonna cast. What's his name? There are no bottles this small.
I have to read Mike. We're going to cast Mike Richards. I'm like, who's Mike Richards?
Who's Mike Richards?
All the people, who's Mike Richards?
Who is he?
Now, I know the LeVar Burton contingent is frustrated because there was a push. There was a definite push.
Well, they put him on the last week. They put him on the week of the Olympics.
So they go, oh, he didn't get good ratings because it was the Olympics. The whole thing was ridiculous. They really didn't want him. So I feel like this is my thought. Want to hear my suspicion?
Okay, suspicion.
A bunch of white people up in the casting
office. First of all, let's talk about something. When is there not a bunch of white people?
I got to finish thought. Well, you can't. It was a bad interruption. That interrupted the flow of the story. It didn't actually add to. Yes, it did.
Okay, go.
A bunch of white people up in the office who had a white person as the person who had Alex Trebek, who recommended a black woman to take over the lead, go, don't want a black woman. Let's go back to a white man.
Anyway.
And he's cheaper than Anderson Cooper. That's what I think happened.
I don't know if anyone's cheaper than Anderson Cooper. I've seen him on New Year's Eve.
With Kathy Griffin. His best friend.
Not anymore.
Are they still best friends? Oh, no.
No.
Falling out, that's right.
Now it's that white man from what's that other show? Those housewife show.
Anyway,
for her.
that was kind of the whole thing is because we didn't get to the scandal.
Oh.
The scandal was he was kicked off. He's now not going to. So the way they did it, they go that we're going to have Mike Richards host Jeopardy and Mayim Bialik from what's the thing called?
The whole universe is in a hot damn race. What is that show? I forgot.
Boom Together.
Boom show. What is the name of that show? Somebody help us.
I know. But
Can y'all leave comments? Because I got
no.
watching and no one's leaving
private
comments.
chat is not working. I'm telling you. You got to
It's
look
not
at
working.
I'm telling
No, hit comments. Hit comments.
I'm on the wrong thing. Hey,
Oh,
family.
Zelma Davis said something. Okay, y'all okay, got it.
What was it called? We watched
Andy Cohen, thank you.
But what was the show?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang.
Thank you, Benet.
So Mayim Bialik was on Blossom. I'm gonna just bring out another one show from Big Bang Theory. She did that. So
what was
she's
the song from Blossom?
I never knew it, but she was going to do. Well, she is going to. I don't think that was taken away from her. She's going to do like the primetime version and also
College shows.
these collegiate like competitions that are Jeopardy based. Anyway, so that's what it was, and we all went Mike Richards. Well, now all this filth has come out on him. Filth, not really.
Florin and Filth and Florin.
The stuff has come out, and so and I think there was an uproar that we go, we don't know who he is, and so ABC decided, let's pull Mike Richards, and they don't know who's going in his place. I found the whole thing a little silly.
Hey, Brenda, how are you? Brenda's my big sister, y'all. I don't know if you know that. Brenda's my big sister, Brenda Manley. Hi, baby. Greg, hey, baby. Mwah.
Michael, I have a caption.
Matthew Black, good to see you.
I have a
What?
caption for you to comment on.
There's a caption for me to comment on. Let's
Ready?
go.
Go.
Pope accepts resignation from bishop who masturbated on video call.
What is the book that he's holding up have to do with that? But he looks
I
awfully.
believe that is the book of spilled seed. I just made that up, and it took a while to get there. It took
The
a
book
of spilled seed.
So Pope Francis accepted the resignation. I'm not going to be able to say this. Bishop Tome Ferreira da Silva of Brazil. Brazil.
So let me tell you what's what happened.
I'm sorry.
Show the
No.
picture. So this man right here, Dom Tome Ferreira da Silva,
Oh, there it is.
as Bishop of San Jose de Rio Preto. The Brazilian bishop was caught masturbating to a video conference call. A video conference call. So this man took off the hat,
The shoes,
the shoes,
the vestments.
the vestiges, spit into his
I
hand.
think you spat into my
Dude.
drink. Just let it on my heel. How'd you do that?
Oh no. And decided to just jack off with a friend on the video chat.
Was there a
It
friend or was he
no,
by himself?
No, he was with talking to another gentleman.
Oh, but on the
He
video.
was talking to a gentleman.
You know
He
what?
got busted.
This is actually
Motherfucker
incredibly.
got
This is
busted.
incredibly anti-gay because if he was anyway.
Well, first of all, it's Catholic Church, and I don't know how they all deal with that. He was busted, but it wasn't his first time. He has been.
he
This
this was the straw. Like literally, Pope Francis has been like, yeah, we're not going to bust him on that one. Oh, okay, that was bad. Not that
And
one.
that's the problem with the Catholic Church.
And
All
now
those
then they
people-
went, okay, now you're on film.
We got you on film, motherfucker.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Don't make dum ba dum ba dum ba dum.
we have another headline.
Sanctu Dominus.
What
do
do
we
we
have?
see your hand? Maybe they could figure out what you're doing.
Sanctu Dominus.
So we have another headline for you to read. This is our gay
All right,
news
yeah.
portion, by the way. I should have like a little ticker going, gay news, gay news, gay, and really like frills and bills and whatever. Here we go. This is it.
92% of LGBTQ plus adults in the U.S. have had at least one vaccine shot.
LGBTQ adults are outpacing the partial vaccination rates among all U.S. adults by nearly 20%.
Come on, gays and
Applaud.
lesbians and the rest of y'all.
Do it. We got our shots. We did it. We said, bum, 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 bum.
Did you get this? I thought you got that art. You
Does
got your
it
shot.
okay. I was just.
You know I'm method. Why would you?
Do you know something? Honestly, I think I did both because we got the 2 shots. I think I did one of each, so that doesn't really matter. Why we stopped for that? Okay, now this is the statistic you wanted read. Do you want to read?
All right, so I'm gonna read parts of this, but it's very important. It's very important for you to hear this.
It's very important.
By race, because there are people telling you differently. By race and ethnicity, 90%, and these are queer people. These are
all
queer people.
Yes.
By race and ethnicity, 90% of Latinx respondents, 85% of Black respondents, 96% of Asian or API respondents, 85% of Indigenous, Alaskan, Middle Eastern, North African,
LGBTQ+.
which is MENA, or there's another word for that, LGBTQ plus adults, among other race identities, have received at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine.
Look at those numbers: 90%, 85%, 96%, and 85%. These are crazy high numbers.
So
these are crazy.
Homos and homoettes,
They're
y'all doing the dang
They're
thing.
doing it.
Y'all
They're
are
taking
doing
care of
the
themselves.
dang
They're
thing.
saying we didn't get AIDS and we're not going to get COVID. That's basically what's going on.
What?
Well, they didn't. I don't know. That was bad, probably. Whatever.
Wow. I don't understand. What?
You know what happened to Yes and? Really? What happened to
Is-
Yes? I
You
keep
keep
touching
hitting
this.
this thing.
We're having an earthquake.
Jenny. Spilled seed.
Where are we going? Oh, at Biden's speech. We're at Biden.
Go.
So our president gave a speech.
Yes, he's still the president.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He gets through his sentences a little bit slowly, but
He's still
he
the
is our
president.
president.
Some politicians are trying to turn public safety measures, that is, children wearing masks in school, into political disputes for their own political gain. I'm directing the Secretary of Education, an educator himself, to take additional steps to protect our children. This includes using all of his oversight authorities and legal action, if appropriate, against governors who are trying to block and intimidate local school officials and educators. If you aren't going to fight COVID-19, at least get out of the way.
Get
Out
out
the way.
of the way. Michael went to get ice. You were going to
Get out the way.
Get out of the way.
Get out the way.
So the thing about Biden that I think a lot of us admired, but also were a little bit, you're giving me more. I can't keep drinking this.
Why not?
Am I doing something tomorrow?
It's Saturday. We're getting COVID tests.
The thing about Biden is that he started as a very, he kind of wanted to reach across the aisle, wanted to do the right thing. And so it's been this slow incremental, what is my word?
Bethany's here.
Hey, babe. Slow incremental, raise of him kind of coming down on what is right. And I think, and I think he wanted to reach across the aisle there. He was hoping, come on, Mitch, reach across it. Come on, let's do this thing. And it's not happening. We all know it's not happening. And Biden, I think, is now like up to here. It's like, look.
He went to Lady G and said, come on, reach across the aisle. And he got actually a reach around.
Oh, interesting. See, that was just hand. What I just did was just hand. What he did to me was not. Just so you know. So the governors he is commenting on.
Who is the governors? Abbott and Costello.
It's
Just not as funny. Abbott and DeSantis.
Abbott and DeSantis, Texas and Florida. All right, we got to do this. There's a part of me that when we do our shows, Michael, I'm talking to you. I'm over here. God, it's like I'm looking and it doesn't look. I'm over here. But there's part of me, I hate doing COVID stuff, but at the same time, I think it's necessary. I think
Just a little COVID.
Well, we need to be reminded this thing is surging in parts of this country because people are not getting the information. And I don't know. I know that probably everyone that I'm speaking to right now is like-minded, but I would love if there was any way we could have a conversation with someone that wasn't like-minded. And you actually, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but you have had a personal tragedy in your life because of COVID. I mean, it reaches all of us.
My cousin died. 6 days. Boom, gone. 45 years old. Get the shot.
He didn't get the shot.
Get the shot,
He
please.
didn't get, and he was a flight attendant.
Healthy, beautiful,
Flight attendant.
funny,
The problem
charming.
is he was in these boxes with a bunch of people. I mean, it
Get the
just
shot.
get the shot. I mean, it's not.
It's devastating when you learn that someone didn't get the shot if they pass away. It's just
We talked about this before. A neighbor down the street died
the
because he didn't
shot.
get the shot. It's I don't know.
You don't understand how it's devastating. Get the shot, please. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we were talking about Greg Abbott of Texas, and where was this? It was at the Republican Club at Heritage Ranch. And here's a tweet.
Which is not like Harris Ranch, which is a really good restaurant.
Here's the tweet he did. You know, it doesn't really matter what he says, but and I know this picture is small, but none of those people that are standing there in very close proximity are wearing masks. Not a one. Not a.
So no one's wearing a mask, and
So,
guess what happened?
What happened, Michael?
I don't know. He got the COVID
He got COVID. Now Abbott has the vaccine.
and had to say he was vaccinated.
Yeah, he has the vaccine, but he's not then promoting the vaccine as governor in his state. I find this a humongous problem, that his message isn't clear. He was in a crowded room. He decided to go to this fundraiser or whatever it was. He decided, oh, I'm not wearing a mask. This is all his choice. But also he has protected himself with a vaccine so that when he tested positive for COVID, he was next to asymptomatic. This is why he can go to that
I'm
club.
just walking through the crowd with my COVID. I'm just walking through the crowd with my COVID.
I don't know. Is that a song?
It is now.
Okay. That's an awesome song. So after he found out that he was, I find this interesting. I forget who reported this. After he found out that he was, he had COVID, although he seemed asymptomatic. He went out and got Regeneron?
Regeneron.
The
monoclonal.
I can't think. The antibody treatment. But it's the same antibody treatment that Trump got when he got COVID. So he runs out, gets this antibody treatment, and then Vin Gupta tweeted,
Quickly getting access to monoclonal antibody therapy when you're fully vaccinated, asymptomatic, governor of Texas, shows just how anxious and scared piece of shit Greg Abbott of Texas actually is of a virus that he constantly downplays.
I'm going to say this.
Texans take note.
Texas takes note, but anyone else that has a political person ahead of them that is saying, oh, no mask mandates and all that stuff, they have to be held accountable. Because I believe that those political leaders, they should be held for murder. They really should, because they have information. They are on their personal level. They're acting on that information of the science, saying, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm taking care of my family. I'm going to get every medication and vaccine known to man. And then they say to their people, oh, don't bother. Don't wear masks. Don't do this. They should be held accountable for murder, in my estimation.
So I have a question. I want you all to answer this. Help me answer this. So I'm at this point now, and I need to hear from you, where I'm just... he was kidding about me being on the TikTok a lot, but I am on the TikTok a lot. Where
I don't think I was kidding.
Fucking with me about being on the TikTok.
How is this supposed to? We need something. I'm trying to figure out our stuff. Keep going. I don't mean.
My chair has not moved.
You've not moved. No, you are 100%.
You're like this. I'm going on the screen more and more.
Why am I on the screen? Wait, why are you pushing me on the screen?
I need you to like send text. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. I want to hear this from you. How are you all feeling that 98 to 99%, depending on who you listen to, I'll say this, anywhere from 97 to 98 to 99% of all cases in hospital emergency rooms and
are you talking about deaths or are you talking about cases?
No, I'm talking about people that are in the hospital are all unvaccinated. And how are you all feeling about that this is happening? Because I'm becoming less and less sympathetic.
You're unsympathetic because you're saying they're taking space for other people that could be in the hospital.
I am
whoa.
Yes,
I'm talking to you.
You are right.
I just want you to verify
You are right.
that I'm doing the listening
You are right.
to thy.
You are very right. But okay, so
why in my mouth?
So cute. Because look, I am a almost middle-aged person, and if I were to have an event that involved my heart or penis. Heart. Wow, you're just staring at me. But if I were to have an event,
giving him anything. I'm literally
nothing,
vacant.
nothing. It's hurting.
I'm trying to.
But if I were to have an event
I think
and have to go to the emergency room,
your setup is long. You've got to kind of get the.
That's why I said penis.
Get the soundbite. Get the soundbite.
Okay, so if I have an event,
yeah,
and because if a report just came out in Northern California in the smaller towns and cities that every single in Mendocino and I can't remember the other
get
places.
To the point.
Every single bed is taken in the emergency room. Every single ICU bed is taken. I have a heart attack. I'm not.
Or a stroke. Or you're hit by a car.
Or whatever. I don't get to get treated.
You would probably be
even
shocked.
though I
want you to get to the hospital to get treatment, for God's sake.
Yes, exactly. But now I can't. Why?
Because I like you.
What?
MOUSC. Mickey Mouse Club.
Wow.
I know, I went there.
So
Why?
my patience.
Because I like you.
Love you.
Love you.
So I'm just not. So my sympathy is going.
That's my problem. No, I know.
It's
you have
hard.
every right.
It's
Okay,
hard.
but let's cut to what you're saying. You're saying I don't have sympathy for the COVID patients that are in there that are anti-vax because they're not listening to whatever. And there's so many stories out there. The stories are heartbreaking. You have stories out there of people saying, "Give me the shot now," as they're dying. I mean, it doesn't work that way.
But okay, and this is something because everyone who knows me knows I'm an atheist. Boom. Shocking, isn't it? But I'm like this. If you believe that you are, because it's pretty.
Twice.
It's pretty. It's a pretty church. Because let me just say this.
To get married in church. I want to get married outdoors. Do you remember? And you said no, get married in a church. Now
I went to the wedding I was with.
The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me.
It was outdoors. It was gorgeous. I was just there, but I didn't want to get married outdoors. That wasn't for me. I'm bougie. But let me just say this. If you say on your Facebook page or in media that I am wrapped in the blood of Jesus or whatever it's called, painted in the blood of Jesus, what is it called?
I'm not religious. I wasn't raised with the blood of Jesus as any part of my vernacular.
And people should go through people should be able to go through your social media and go, oh, then I'm going to take you to a church.
So get to your point. Their point is,
I have no sympathy anymore.
You have COVID. You're dying. And
I have no
you
sympathy.
Put your trust
it's
into
hard.
God. So
because there are people I know and care about who are dying around me now.
Well, this is your cousin.
Who are unvaccinated.
And I'm like, and your cousin was a very religious individual.
Oh, and I'm not saying that. But look, let's be clear, y'all. If you believe in God, and you believe that God did not send this vaccine to you, you're stupid.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. God sent this vaccine to you. And if you think that it's the devil or whatever else,
but there's a whole bunch of people, it has nothing to do with God. They think the Democrats have done this. They think the Democrats have done some sort of conspiracy theory through China. Don't get that connection at all. That somehow went throughout the world. And I still don't get what the conspiracy theory is, but there's that conspiracy theory too. But there are many, but go. Yes, me to you, me. I don't know. The thing I'm like frustrated with the whole thing is there's many different people in this world that have different beliefs, but they're so extreme. They're not at all based in, I'm going to give you one word, science.
And my friend Jenny is saying this right now, is that I can't take the vaccine because of real reasons.
Real world problems. I mean,
reasons.
And that's a different thing. I don't place any blame on anyone that has a situation
like that.
Guess
what? You have to count on motherfuckers around you to take this so you don't get sick.
We have someone very close in our life who is going through something, and we are vaccinated.
One of the reasons we're all getting we're going to be starting to get weekly tested.
We want to make sure that we keep our friend that is in our life very healthy. We don't want there to be something going to them that could make them sick.
So we're getting tested every week to be sure that we can be around this person.
It's necessary.
It's necessary. Wear your mask. Your maskuses for maskuses. Wear your mask. Get tested. Take the shot. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we got to jump into this. I hate to do it, but
what is that?
Florida Board of Education. So this has to do with masks, which is why I'm.
We're gonna end on a happy note tonight, though, y'all. I got some happy shit for y'all.
So I'm going to read this because I don't have this in my head. But the Florida Board of Education orders Broward County and Alachua County to allow opt-out options for mask mandates. And if these two counties don't do this, they are going to monetarily penalize.
Penalized.
And I'm not sure if this is like the school board, if it's the teachers, if
They're
it's
taking all the money away.
but
This is
they're
where
taking money away from the counties at these, I don't know where they got this number either, at 12% increments on a monthly basis. No, I don't know. We don't know if that's compounded, right? We don't know if it's 12%, 24%. We don't know.
Pounded.
Pounded, penalized. You like these words, huh?
I do.
I should just pick words that make you laugh. That would be a fun evening.
Penalized and variance. I don't know.
Now, the one thing that I did not play about Biden's speech that I played the clip of earlier, he was saying that for those people that are facing these type of, I'm going to say it again, so just be ready, these monetary penalties, I changed my word, that go through this, that the government, because they have a set amount of funds set aside, can pay the salaries of these people if they ended up getting penalized by the state of Florida.
So maybe told y'all, look, keep wearing your mask. If they want to take your money away, we got you, boo.
But I needed to do this. I said, well, if Florida, state of Florida, Ron DeSantis territory, is going to do this, why don't we find out exactly what the COVID stats this week in Florida are?
What are the COVID stats this week?
Let me tell you what I found. First of all, they're the third worst state behind Louisiana and Mississippi.
Louisiana and Mississippi.
And these are the facts that I found, this is the death rate. A 0.94 people, so almost one person in 100,000 died in Florida this week.
One person in 100,000
died in Florida. So that means that the every daily average death is 201 people in Florida die. Every day. This week, 201 people every day. Now, so this is just to give you a comparison, because I thought, well, we're in California. Let's
right.
go.
So I said,
so they are 0.94 per 100,000 die. California, 0.14 per 100,000. And Gavin Newsom's being brought up for recall. Drives me absolutely bonkers. I don't have a connect. Oh, are you going to do this?
Because, you said, Gavin Newsom is being brought up for recall. I want to share somebody else who's on our ballot.
Oh, who's on our ballot, honey?
Chauncey Slim Killins.
What is Chauncey Slim? Does he want bubble baths too?
Chauncey Slim Killins says, vote for me, the people's governor. And you notice how he said it. Look at his picture. Vote for me, the people's governor.
I want to see Chauncey's picture. I haven't seen this.
All those people are dying. And yet,
here we go.
We have a recall happening here for our governor.
46
because he
people to
had
vote for.
Dinner one night without a mask. And this is Adam Papagan, who just says, I have no party preference. Love you. The motherfucker couldn't even spell Y-O-U. He just said, love you.
Maybe he thought that was more like today. Well, can I go back to this dinner that Newsom had?
Talk about it.
We went to a dinner party the other night. Before we walked into the host door, he said, show me your COVID test. We have our QR code on our phone, ready to go. We showed him our COVID test. Every other guest in that party, there might have been, 16, 17, 12?
There were 24
that's right.
people.
There were 24 people. And we all had our COVID test. How do I not know when Gavin Newsom had this dinner with those people that they all didn't go, hey, I've been COVID tested. I've had my vaccine. How do we know that didn't happen?
And you had to be vaccinated.
But I don't know. But I'm saying in that instance, it's a horrible image, right? It was an image they're able to play off of to start a recall. But how do we know that that wasn't part of the discussion? Just wondering. I'm asking you to look at me. How do we know? When you have another, he's posting on another person. Okay, what's one of the other 46? What do we got?
I'm gonna start with Jeremy Masiniak. This motherfucker just says, search YouTube.
I don't have time to write it down.
I don't have time to write shit down. I just need you to just search YouTube.
Search YouTube. Oh my God.
All right.
I'm gonna give you an image. You
all
have to
right, we
talk.
got a few minutes left. I got some shit I
Talk.
want to say.
Go.
That's Lizzo. I don't know if y'all know who Lizzo is. Lizzo is one of the greatest things to happen in the last few years. Miss Lizzo has had hit after hit after hit. Well, after 2.5 years, after almost 2 years, Lizzo put out a new song, Rumors. And, understandable, and did it with the incredible Miss Cardi B.
I believe
honey.
it's the quintessential.
The quintessential
The
Miss Cardi
incomparable.
B. All right.
Look at
And
those nails,
this-
by the
Look
way.
at those nails. Look at that look.
And she has that, like, that kind of, what am I saying, that Versace thing around her boob.
It's just everything about Lizzo is, for me, is brilliant. Now, Lizzo is a Black woman
Yes.
who celebrates her size
Yeah, so she should.
as she should.
She's celebrating her
And
personhood.
She
her
is
being,
she
her
is
place in
creating
this
a new
world.
dialogue around the word fat.
Yeah.
Now, for those of us who grew up big boned, fat was a very negative term, and Lizzo is trying to turn that around and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm fat, and that's okay."
You know when you said, "Hey," do you know what I
But
thought of?
what?
Hey.
Again, but hey, but
Fat
Fat Albert,
Albert.
became this thing. And let me just say this: is that her new song "Rumors" is like, so she's addressing all the rumors that people have had about her for these years, and people came for her with all this fat phobia. They came for her with all this racism. They came for her because she is a large and in charge Black woman who is doing her thing successfully, and people don't know how to deal with it because we have been taught in this society for so very long that unless you look a certain way, you're disgusting.
Can I tell you a really sad commentary on my life?
What's that?
So I grew up, for those of you that don't, I keep doing this with my glasses, they slip down. I grew up in kind of this wealthy white area of the world. And there was a friend of mine who had a needlepoint pillow on her bed. And the needlepoint pillow said, "You can never be too rich or too thin." And even back then, I remember reading that saying, "Oh, that is."
Yeah.
And
So-
but that was a mentality that I certainly was raised with. I think that's a mentality maintained by certain
And
members of
I
my
just wanna
family.
say-
I'm talking. You have to wait till the pause. By certain members of my family, and it is very much in my society, and it's very much in when I go home. My dad is openly calling me fat. I've told you this, and it's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, he's Alzheimer's. Let him get away with it. But what were you going to say now?
No, I'm just going to say we need to take care of each other. We need to love each other.
Yeah.
We need to look at our language around that. In fact, I had a conversation this morning with my 15-year-old, Max, and I was talking about the word fat, and Max said, "I prefer the word chubby because fat has so many things." And it's like the word for Black folks reclaiming the word nigger. For us, it's like, I think we can also reclaim the word fat and make it a positive thing, because the word fat has been just associated with unhealthy and bad and this and that. Guess what? There are people who are fat who are healthier than thin people, that are healthier than medium-sized people, that are healthier than this. That we have to.
I'm now you're leading into territory that makes me question, because to be overweight is not necessarily a healthiest way of being.
We're gonna have this conversation later.
I know it's.
All right,
getting
we're gonna
towards
bring
the
this
end
on
of the
because
show.
we're at the radio.
We're gonna wrap
And
up.
I want to say, all right, so.
But I didn't like
here's
where
it.
it's going.
All right. It is being reported.
Because you and I are both dieting because we're overweight. I want to create a
I just want
positive,
to fit in the clothes I bought when I was
but I
fat.
also want to create a positive energy, not against fat people, but also pro maintaining health.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
I just don't want people who are bigger boned to
I don't think we
feel a
should
certain
judge
way.
anyone. We don't know where
Boom!
anyone's
And there you
coming
go.
from. Boom.
Boom. I want to talk about two more things before we get off of here, y'all. So, one, it is being reported that.
Oh, I was going to go
Lucy-
to an image. Oh, am I doing
go
this?
to the image.
Is that what you want?
I don't know if you know this, but that's Lucy.
Wow.
Lucy
It's
Lawless
Zena and
and
Gabrielle.
Renee O'Connor, who were Xena and Gabrielle on Xena.
I know you. Did you watch every? Was that your thing?
Yes,
I didn't
honey.
watch it. So
I
he
was not a
watched it.
lesbian, but I was all up in this shit.
Honey, he
That
watched
shit
it.
was hot because they fought hot men. They were hot together and they fought hot men.
I'm gonna look at them
Well-
one more time because I just want to.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Go ahead.
they are being brought back together in Murder Is My Life, a show that is on the Acorn TV. I didn't know there was such thing as the Acorn TV. Jenny, these
I don't know what this makes
my
me
tasks
laugh
is
so
killing
much.
me. All right, so on the Acorn TV,
So here
they're reuniting,
Yes. So,
and there might be sexual tension. That's my lesbian moment of the
But
week. Look at that.
look
They're
at-
holding hands.
they're in like a Buddhist cafe.
Woo.
They're not. I don't know why that's less exciting to me. Look, let's compare that or that.
I don't care. I don't care. Honey, it's the shit.
No, wait,
It's-
but because of Acorn TV, we don't have this. I
We
found
don't-
out
we
you
don't-
can
we
get
don't-
it on Amazon if you
you can
buy
pay
it,
for it.
which we're not going to.
So
But I go, I wonder. It seems like a Murder She Wrote type thing in a
it's
weird
like
way
Murder She Wrote with someone.
with an Australian
Three.
woman. I don't
All right,
know.
Three more quick things. One, I want to say hi to my friend Jackie Tabani, who got
Well, you're
engaged this
saying
week.
three things. I have
Got
some.
engaged from the
Okay.
L word, Generation Q. Go.
No, I'm ending with mine.
All right. I also want to say congratulations to Chasten and Pete for having a baby. The Buttigiegs.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. So our good buddy Lizzie Ross, her niece Emma worked for the Pete Buttigieg campaign, and so when Pete Buttigieg came through LA before the election, came through LA, we got like these crazy, awesome, like VIP meetings of Pete Buttigieg, and so we went down. And there's a picture somewhere of Lizzie and I and Pete Buttigieg in the middle, and then they go, okay, now move away, and Chasten was right there. And I'm talking to this man, and I'm thinking, God, this could be the first man. I don't know what his title would be.
First man.
First man. And I said to him, and I don't know why I said this, but I said to him, I said, are you and Pete thinking of starting a family? Because they're gay men. They're from Indiana. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But are you going to start a family? And he gave it was interesting. He was taken aback a little, but also it was something that I felt like he heard 500 times. You know what I mean? And so, but he did say, well, we have to kind of get over this hurdle of possibly running for president.
All right, we gotta get to the last thing.
All right.
This is it.
So this is according to Protos. Do you know what Protos is? Yeah, do you know? I'm asking.
No.
Protos, okay, I gotta find my space. I lost my space. Is an online site that is all dedicated to cryptocurrency. Protos.
Cryptocurrency.
This is what
Bethany.
Protos wrote this article.
Is unvaccinated sperm really the next Bitcoin?
I have to give cred to Patty Josero because I told her the second she told me I was going to do it, she said this. I said, I have to do the anti-vax sperm, isn't it? So there has been, I read this article. It's all about how over the last 6 months, anti-vaxxers have been talking about anti-vax sperm and how anti-vax sperm, we keep going back to this tonight. Anti-vax sperm, there's the bishop, there's the Brazilian bishop. Anti-vax sperm, supposedly in the anti-vax world, is going to be very pricey because they are putting upon the anti-vax sperm that if that those of us that are vax will have, I don't know, poisonous sperm.
Poison
We'll have-
sperm.
I don't know what we'll have. So there have been a couple of different like what are they called? Like
Just show the clip.
tweets.
Show whatever it
It's
is.
not a clip. Here's one.
Not sure what is going to be more valuable in a few years. My unvaccinated sperm or Bitcoin?
I like this one though.
Unvaccinated sperm is the new crypto. Calling it now. Stock your freezers.
Stock
So-
your freezers
so-
with unvaccinated sperm. So I have to give one piece of information, and then we can end this lovely, lovely evening because we're already over. But
Damn, we're over.
so they're talking about vaccinated sperm. Why is my thing not going on? Oh, God's sake, the Lord, it's not working.
By the way, we normally have things printed out, but our printer said, fuck you.
So
Print shit.
this is my fun fact for the day. It's a bit
Fun
wordy,
fact
but I'm
that
going
we
to do
got
it.
to get the fuck about
The
it.
vaccines don't even enter the nucleus where the DNA is stored, providing them no avenue to modify the genes. Think of it this way. You know, we were vaccinated when we were kids. We were vaccinated against, you know, smallpox or whatever, polio or whatever we're vaccinated against. We don't pass on that vaccine. We didn't actually biologically have children, but if we were to biologically have children, that vaccine doesn't go on to our kids. Same with the COVID vaccine. Just because we have COVID vaccine, we couldn't pass that on to our unborn yet children.
But
So-
I'm looking forward to giving you.
Are you going to vaccinate me tonight?
I'm looking forward to finding out the taste difference.
Ooh. Taste.
Well, that's it. We're out of here. We got to go. All right. The taste difference.
Boozing, boozing with gays.
All right, bye,
That
y'all.
was fun.
That was fun.
I love you.
We went over because
Love
we've not
you.
been back for two. We missed two. We missed a week.
Unvaccinated sperm or Bitcoin? Night night.
Unvaccinated.